Met a girl called Lola, and I took her back to my place. Feeling guilty, feeling scared. Hidden cameras everywhere. Stop, hold on, stay in control. Girl, I want you here with me, but I'm really not as cool as I'd like to be, 'cause there's a red under my bed, and there's a little yellow man in my head, and there's a true blue inside of me that keeps stopping me, touching you, watching you, loving you. Paranoia the destroyer, paranoia the destroyer. Hi, it's Sandy Wiley, and it is Personality Disorder Week. Yay! We're gonna have a little fun today. If you didn't guess already by the Kinks song, we're doing paranoid personality disorder. Now, my dad was diagnosed, if y'all know, and y'all bought my book, you can see my wedding pictures. You can see me and my dad at father-daughter dance at my wedding when I was a little baby. I mean, you guys that don't buy my books aren't really my friends because my books are so dirt cheap. If you're trying to support me, why not cough up $10 or $12? It's really like peanuts. If you want to get to know me, there's no better way to get to know me than through my books. But paranoid schizophrenia is not the same as paranoid personality disorder. My dad was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, okay? It's a type of schizophrenia accompanied by paranoia. Not everyone with schizophrenia will develop paranoia, but it is a significant and common symptom. Okay, so I just wanted to get that. I just wanted to say that I did many videos already on schizophrenia. And my father was paranoid schizophrenia, so he had a lot of the same symptoms as paranoid personality disorder. But we're going to just concentrate on this because it is one of the personality disorders. If you have paranoid personality disorder, which is PPD, you may experience intense suspicion and mistrust of others, in addition to other symptoms. So let's see. It's classified as a type of eccentric personality disorders. Well, there's a lot of those, baby, right? Borderline's eccentric. Histrionic is eccentric, right? Now, an individual with paranoid personality disorder is very suspicious of other people, which may interfere with their daily life and activities. They mistrust the motives of others and believe that others want to harm them. My father believed this in spades. We all are a little paranoid, I think, in some way or another. How do we know if we have the personality disorder if we just have a normal healthy dose of being, mistrusting, Not everyone is trusting, right? I wouldn't call myself paranoid, but I don't trust people at all. I've been burnt over and over again. So it takes time for me to build up trust, but I think I don't have this disorder because I don't think people are out to get me. I don't go around thinking that person has plans to do me in or, I'm not like that. All right, let's look at the hallmarks of this condition. Being reluctant to confide in others. Well, here I am on my YouTube channel spilling my guts out, puking my guts out about every stinking thing in my life. So, do you think I'm reluctant? How many books have I written? Read all my articles are free on LinkedIn. I say it as it is. I tell the whole world how I am. I have videos saying I'm a kleptomania. I say I have borderline personality disorder. I say I'm violent. I say, I just come out and say it. So am I reluctant to confide in other people? Why don't you tell me? Bearing grudges. Yes. I bear grudges. Yes. If you did me wrong, I will never forget it for the rest of my life. And I do hold grudges. So that I do. finding demeaning or threatening subtext in even the most innocent of comments or events. That means, you know, you find like threatening things. Someone doesn't mean, like, whatever. If someone says something innocuous, like, you know, why are you going out at this time? That's just an innocent question, right? Say a mother says to her son who's paranoid, why are you going out at this time? And he might think, why'd you ask me that? Do you know something I don't? Is someone waiting for me outside with a knife? Huh? Why'd you ask me that question? See the difference? An innocent question like, why are you going out this time? Meaning the mother might be a little concerned that her son is leaving the house at 9 or 10 o'clock. It's kind of late. If you leave this late, that means you're probably not coming home till wee hours in the morning. Just like out of concern. But right away, or a girlfriend, you know, right away, the person will take it like as a threatening remark, like, what does that mean? What do you mean? Why you ask me that? Do you know something I don't know? You see? They're twisting it way out of shape. Quickly feeling anger and hostility toward others. You know, since a lot of life events that have come up, I am more prone to anger now. I kind of like have a chip on my shoulders because a lot of, you know, the last couple of years have really like railroaded me. Watch my videos, read my books. I'm not going to go into it in this video. But yeah, so I think I kind of like have the chip on my shoulder. I am more quickly to get angry. I am jaded, you know, from life, especially the last few years. All right. According to the literature in 2017, the PPD, paranoid personality disorder, affects between 1% and 4% of people worldwide. Treatment can be a challenge because people with this disorder have intense suspicion and mistrust of others. Okay, so like me, I don't trust shrinks. Well, you know why. If you don't, look at all my videos and read my books, then you'll know. I've had bad experience with doctors. So I don't trust them as a result of that bad experience. So I don't go to doctors. I don't go to shrinks. I just don't go. Now, I'm mistrusting of them from my past experiences. But I have friends on Facebook who are psychologists, and on LinkedIn. I have a few couple of people I really admire. I wouldn't say admire. I like them. They're funny. They're psychologists. They're friends on Facebook. They're funny. They make me laugh. They're eccentric like me. And they're psychologists, you know? So do I mistrust them? Well, they're not my shrink. They're never going to be my shrink. That's their job. They're a psychologist. I'm not going to hold it against them. You know, so I wouldn't say that I'm mistrusting. You know, I wouldn't go to them for therapy, but as far as being friends on Facebook, yeah, they're funny, they're eccentric, they're kooky like me. So I'm not going to say, well, you know, what is that person up to? What is that? I'm not like that, you know. I don't have this disorder. I already know that I don't have it really much, except for holding grudges. That's all I have of this. What are the causes and risks of having this? The cause of this is unknown. However, researchers believe there's a combination of biological and environmental factors that can lead to it. I mean, isn't that true of every one of these disorders? It's either biological, you know, genetical, or, you know, or environmental, what you grew up in, your environment. What was your environment like? You know, I was raised to not trust anyone. My father was paranoid schizophrenia. I don't want to go into that. You can read my books, but he used to leave a coin on top of the doorway, and then he could tell if someone opened the door because the quarter or whatever it was, the nickel would fall down, right? So if you like leave a coin on the brim of a door, like on the top, and someone goes to open the door, the coin's going to fall to the ground. Now, maybe they won't even notice if they didn't know the coin was there, right? But he'll say, look at that. Someone opened that door. that's someone out to kill me or something. You know, you see, that's... My mother hated men. She said, men will chew you up and spit you out. This is quote unquote Edith Pinheiro Palladino. Men will chew you up and spit you out. She hated men. And that's how I was raised, not to trust anyone. And I don't trust people, but I'm not going around paranoid thinking, this person's going to kill me. This person's out to get me. I can't leave my house because, oh my God, someone's out to kill me. Or, you know, I don't go around like that, you know. Right now, I would say I just don't put my emotions into people. I don't seek people out for my happiness. I am happy within my own self for the first time in my life. I don't look for outside relationships anymore for my happiness. I don't need you, okay? It might be snobby, but that's how I feel, okay? It doesn't mean that I hate people altogether. Some people are very nice, you know? But I don't need them, okay? I'm not seeking them out, and I'm certainly not going to be a doormat. If you want to meet me on my level and equal, you know, but I'm not going to go, you know, seeking you out. I'm not going to be a doormat to you. I'm not going to let you use me. Anyone, men, woman, whatever you are, whoever you are, that used to be the old me. The new me, ain't having it. So, it doesn't mean that I think that people are out to get me or anything. It's just different. It's just, I don't need them. I don't seek them out. Not because I think they're going to, you know, do me in or some paranoid reason. All right. Other factors, of course, it says right here. This disorder is present more often in families with a history of schizophrenia, like my dad, and delusional disorder. Early childhood trauma may be a contributing factor as well. Other contributing factors include living in a low-income household. No. I live in a middle-class household. Not lower middle class, middle class. Not upper middle class, middle class. Being separated, divorced? Nope. I'm married. Being widowed? Married. Never marrying. Married 36 years. So I don't have any of the factors except that my dad was a schizophrenia. You know, and I did have early childhood trauma, but that is why I'm borderline from my early childhood trauma. All right. African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanic Americans are more likely to be diagnosed with PPD. This is what this Healthline is saying. I'm not, you know, saying I'm not trying to be prejudiced or, you know, racial or anything toward these groups of people. This is what I'm reading off my laptop, okay? They're saying that African American, Native Americans, and Hispanics are more likely to be diagnosed with this. Trauma and stress may help explain the higher rates in African Americans. Well, I don't know why, because damn, we all have trauma and stress, right? I don't know why, you know, we're not going back to in history, okay, to slavery, everything. So we could say African Americans, you know, have more trauma and stress. This is 2023. You see, so I don't know why they say that. That's this Healthline that I'm reading off of. All right. All right. Let's see. Symptoms of paranoid personality disorder. Of course, they say the people who have it don't believe their behavior is out of the ordinary. I think that's true, you know, of most of these things, right? They think, oh, nothing wrong with me, honey. What y'all looking at me for? Nothing wrong with me. It's you. It may seem completely rational for them to be suspicious of others. I don't know. You look like that guy on that wanted sign by the bank. However, those around them may believe this distrust is unwarranted. A person with PPD may also behave in a hostile or stubborn manner. They may be sarcastic, which may often elicit a hostile response from others. I hate sarcastic people. I really don't like them. I just don't. I don't like sarcastic people. That hostile response in turn may seem to confirm their original suspicions. All right. Other symptoms of PPD include doubting the loyalty of others. Well, that's true with me. You have to earn my trust. Now, I am not going to just randomly. I'm not just going to trust you. I'm not going to. You're going to have to prove yourself. And it takes a lot of time for one to prove themselves to me now, since I've been burned. Having trouble working with others. I like to work I work for myself now. I'm an author. I'm a YouTuber. I make money off my books and my YouTube channel, and I like it that way. I like working for myself. I don't have a boss. I'm my own boss. I make my own money. I do my own thing. I'm creative. I love to create. Being hypersensitive to criticism. I've always been a sensitive person. I might not be as hypersensitive as I used to be to criticism, because being out in the public eye, you get tons of criticism. Believe me, tons of it. But YouTube has a good way of blocking it. Quickly becoming angry or hostile. I wouldn't say I'm quick to anger anymore. On a day-to-day basis, I have no reason to be. I'm not around people, so there's no drama. No drama, no reason to be hostile. See how it works? I'm in peace, solitude and peace. Becoming detached or socially isolated. Well, I go out every single day of the week. I live in the library. I love to read. I'm an avid reader as well as an avid writer. I mean, all morning I'm writing my books. I'm writing poetry. I'm marketing myself. I'm doing my YouTube channel. But I go out to the library. I'm even made a little friend, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. You'll probably never see this. She's a librarian at the library I go to. I see her all the time. But, so I don't know. I mean, she comes over and talks to me. I don't go approaching people. I'm not like that. I'm very shy. I'm very inward. I'm an introvert. I might not look like that on my videos, but I am. That's how I am. I'll go to the library. I'll get someone's memoir. Right now I'm reading Strong, that about the man that lost his legs to the marathon bomber in Boston. Yeah, he lost both his legs, and he wrote a book about it. He identified the man. I can't pronounce the name of him. He's dead now. But anyway, I'm reading that book. I mean, I love to read about people's lives. I've written, not just famous people, like movie stars or, like that. Ordinary people, anyone, I just love reading about people's lives. So, yeah, I'll go read, and if someone comes over or talks to me or something, yeah, I'll be nice and cordial and friendly. I'm not going to be like, bug off, I'm reading. I'll be pleasant. So, all right, being argumentative and defensive. I'm not around enough of those kind of people to be argumentative and defensive. You know what I mean? I'm not around, like I said, I do my own thing. I work for myself. I'm not in an office where, I'm around people to argue with, or be defensive. So, having trouble seeing why their behavior might be a cause for concern. Having trouble relaxing. My way to relax is to drink a couple of sangrias. That's just wine and fruit juice. 2 glasses a night. And just chill out and watch TV. I'm watching the Queen on Netflix. I'm on the spot now with Dodi and Diana. I love the royal family. I love. Again, I'm interested in learning and watching biographies about people's lives. But it doesn't have to be royals or famous people. One thing. Shanann Watts, the woman her husband Chris Watts, he strangled her, and he strangled his 2 little girls, and she was pregnant at the time. The Watts family, just a regular family who lived in Colorado. Look it up, Chris Watts, Watts. Yeah, I'm wicked interested in that. For some reason, I'm obsessed. The Watts obsession. They're not famous people, but I'm interested in, like, how did this doting husband and father turn into a crazed maniac and kill his wife, and he had a mistress, but it doesn't. I'm interested in people's lives. They can just be like Mary Jane, plain Jane. It doesn't have to be someone movie star or famous. So how did I get into that? I don't know. Schizophrenia and borderline personality disorder are 2 conditions with symptoms similar to PPD. As a result, it can be difficult to accurately diagnose these conditions. And yes, my father was schizophrenia, and I am borderline personality. Of course, it goes on to say, did you know people with personality disorders are more likely to have substance use disorder than the general population? I'm really cutting back on my alcohol, so I don't know. But anyway, that's the paranoid personality disorder. It's not to be confused with paranoid schizophrenia. It has nothing to do with paranoid schizophrenia. You can be schizophrenic and not have paranoia. Okay? So, there you have it. That was today's Let's See What Tomorrow Brings.